Well, the Lyric Opera is kicking off their production of La Boheme. They've brought in a young conductor from Venezuela, considered one of the best in, I want to say, the world here. Joining us now is Domingo Hindoyan to tell us a little bit more about his work and the opera that's kicking off this very weekend. Welcome to Chicago.
A pleasure to be here.
How's it going? Are you loving it?
Very good, very good. I enjoyed Chicago. I've been here already since 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we are ready. We're ready to start on Saturday.
Okay, and you're coming to us Venezuela via Switzerland, via lots of other places. So you've been really everywhere performing and conducting operas.
Like many musicians, I live almost in a plane. I travel a lot. My home is in Switzerland at the moment. I was born in Venezuela, I grew up in Venezuela, but then I left to study in Europe, and I became Switzerland adopted me, and I live there. And since from there, I travel all around the world.
Yeah, that's a good place to adopt you, I think. So that's wonderful news that we've got you here in Chicago, being, you know, one of the best conductors internationally. Tell us a little bit about La Boheme and what people can expect if they don't know the opera. And I think sometimes people are a little hesitant to go and visit because they may not be familiar with it.
Well, for those that are hesitant, the Boheme is the best opera to start and to go to a show. Is maybe one of the most famous. Is purely, perfectly romantic.
Oh, it looks great. We're watching video right now of that. What's that scene there?
That is the second act. Is the scene of Musetta. Musetta is one of the leading sopranos of the opera. And she's a very strong character and a player, a little bit with the men around, and that is the famous Café Momus in Paris, because this opera is inspired from a piece,
Sure,
a theater piece inspired in Paris, and she's playing with her lover and making him jealous.
Oh, yeah.
With other men in the same cafe. Yeah.
Us ladies do that sometimes a lot. Okay, so I've been hearing that you've been getting wonderful reviews and you're feeling really good about this weekend's show.
I'm looking forward. The singers are fantastic. The opera is, as I told you before, the people will love it because it has everything.
It's very youthful, right?
It's youthful, it's fresh, it's inspiring, it's romantic. And in this set, the production is a new production for Chicago. The Richard Jones production is just perfect. It's musical, is aesthetically beautiful, is really is set on the time, and the actors play fantastic. The singers, and of course, I have fantastic singers. Michael Fabiano is a tenor. Maria Gresta is Mimi. The fantastic two leading singers, world class, and Daniel Denis is Musetta, and Zachary Nelson, and all the singers, all the cast is just first class.
Yeah, that's what we've been hearing. And so your job as a conductor, obviously knowing very little about the opera, your biggest obstacle in doing a production like this, or sort of your biggest challenges, are what?
Oh, that's a good question. The challenge of a conductor is, at some point, for instance, in the second act, to conduct and lead and try to, get everyone together at the same time. In the second act is massive. You have like 150 people on stage, plus the 80 people of the orchestra on the pit. And I don't count
it sounds like a lot.
And I don't count the technicians that move sometimes they set at the same time and have to be in rhythm with the music. So it's quite complicated. This is one of the most challenging moments of the opera. The opera and the second act.
The second act of this particular show.
And it's fantastic. And children choir and chorus. It's so rich. There is everything on it. Okay,
so where does your career take you after you get done here at the Lyric Opera of Chicago? Once you get done with this show, what happens? Where do you go from here?
Oh, I have a lot. I have a lot to do. I go a little bit for some symphonic concerts. I'm also a symphonic conductor, not only for opera. I go to Finland, I go to Helsinki, I go to Luxembourg, then I come again to United States, I go to Los Angeles, Santa Monica, I go to Mexico, and then I go back to Stockholm, and from them I go to Berlin, I come back in January to Chicago. Yeah. It's a lot of...
so you're going to be back, that's wonderful.
Yes, exactly.
One of the coolest things I heard is that you know our recent guest, Eileen Perez, who was in a recent opera at the Lyric Opera, was Faust, and she's wonderful. wonderful as well. So you guys are bringing in really wonderful people, wonderful
She's
performers.
fantastic. We worked together in Berlin last summer, and I know she's from Chicago, and she's you all can be proud of her.
Okay, and we're proud of you as well. Again, thank you so much for coming in. I want to get the information up on the screen for people that perhaps are interested in the Chicago Lyric Opera or La Boheme. You can go to their website and check out some of the tickets. Again, they start performing this weekend, so it starts October 6th, runs all the way to October 20th, I believe. Thank you again, Domingo, for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you
all
very
right.
much.
Good luck.